नेक्स्ट रिवाइज कीजिए। व्हाट इज प्लांट ब्रीडिंग टॉपिक में सेकेंड इवेल्युएशन एंड सिलेक्शन ऑफ पेरेंट्स को the dash dash is evaluated so as to identify plants with desirable combination of characters. The selected dash dash are multiplied and used in the process of hybridization. Dash dash are created wherever desirable and possible. थर्ड, क्रॉस हाइब्रिडाइजेशन अमोंग दी सेलेक्टेड पेरेंट्स। जल्दी से रिवाइज कीजिए इसको। Desired characters have very often to be combined from two different plants, that is dash dash. For example, high protein quality of one parent may need to be combined with disease resistance from another parent. This is possible by cross hybridization the two dash dash to produce hybrids that genetically combine the dash dash character in one plant. This is a very time consuming and dash dash process since the pollen grains from the desirable plant chosen as dash dash have to be collected and placed on the stigma of the flower selected as dash dash parent. As in the chapter second, details on how to make crosses have been described. Also, it is not dash dash that the hybrids do combine the dash dash characters. Usually, only one in few hundred to thousands. जी हाँ, to a thousands dash dash shows the desirable combination. फोर्थ रिवाइज कीजिए सिलेक्शन एंड टेस्टिंग ऑफ सुपेरियर रिकॉम्बिनेंट्स को। दिस स्टेप कंसिस्ट ऑफ dash dash comma dash the progeny of the hybrids. Those plants that have the dash dash character combination. The selection process is crucial to the dash dash of the breeding objective and requires dash dash evaluation of the progeny. This step yields dash dash that are superior to both of the parents. Very often more than one superior progeny dash dash may become available. These are dash dash for several generations till they reach a stage of dash dash that is dash dash. So that the characters will not segregate in the progeny. Fifth, testing, release and commercialization of new cultivars. The newly selected dash are evaluated for their yield and other dash traits of quality, disease resistance, etc. This evaluation is done by these in the research fields and recording their under ideal fertilizer application, and other crop management practices. The evaluation in research field is followed by and in farmers fields for at least 3 growing seasons at several locations in the country, representing all the where the crop is usually grown. The material is evaluated in comparison to the best available local crop cultivar, a check or reference is mainly an agricultural country. Agriculture accounts for approximately percent of India's GDP and employs percent of the population. After India's independence, one of the many challenges facing the country was that of producing enough food for the increasing population. As only limited land is fit for cultivation, has to strive to increase yields per unit area from existing farm. The development of several high-yielding varieties of and in the mid-1960 centuries as a result of various plant breeding techniques led to in food production in our country. बताइए ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन में किस टेक्निक का यूज़ किया गया था? जी हाँ, various plant breeding techniques led to dramatically increase in food production in our country. This phase is often referred to as the Green Revolution. Figure 9.3 represents some Indian hybrid crops of high-yielding varieties. बताइए सोनालिका HD डैश 1967 क्या है? P1542 क्या है? रिवाइज कीजिए व्हीट एंड राइस को। During the period dash dash to dash dash, wheat production increased from dash dash million tons to dash dash million tons, while rice production went up from dash dash to dash dash million tons. This was due to the development of dash dash and dash dash. Dash dash at International Center for Wheat and Maize Improvement in Mexico developed dash dash wheat. 1963 में several varieties such as dash dash, which were high yielding and disease resistant, were introduced all over the wheat growing belt of India. Dash dash rice varieties were derived from dash dash, that is developed at International Rice Research Institute dash dash Philippines. IRR का फुल फॉर्म बताइए। जी हाँ, IRRI का फुल फॉर्म बताइए। Semi-dwarf variety of rice were derived from dash dash, which is developed at International Rice Research Institute IRRI Philippines and Taichung. Native one from dash dash. The derivatives were introduced in dash dash. Later, better yielding dash dash varieties were developed in India. Sugarcane. Dash dash was originally grown in North India but had poor sugar content and yield. Dash dash cones grown in South India dash dash had thicker stems and higher sugar content but did not grow well in North India. These two species were successfully crossed to get dash dash, combining the desirable qualities of high yield, thick stems, high sugar, and ability to grow in the sugarcane areas of North India. Millets dash dash, dash dash, and dash dash have been successfully developed in India. Dash dash have led to development of several high yielding varieties resistant to water stress.